Two dudes reviewing the news, pop culture, video games, movies, and shoes. Quincy and Justin with a nerdy forecast. So stay a while and welcome to the Ugly Mugs Podcast.
Welcome to the Ugly Mugs Podcast. I'm your host, Quincy.
And you're the host, Justin.
And it's hot.
It is a little roasty toasty, not bad.
Tired.
Yeah, I'm also very tired. I had to take a nap. You know me. I do not do naps.
It's like 2 or 3 days ago, I took a nap on the couch, and I woke up drenched. Ugh. It's not even summer yet.
No, it isn't. But it's hitting, 95 today?
No, we were 98 today.
98?
At one point, my car said a 101, which was funny because it was 98. I drove like a block up. It said 101. I drove another block, and it dropped back down to 98. I'm like,
that little hole.
The fuck's going on back there? Who fucking built a reactor?
So today, I got me the third flavor, the Aguas Frescas, the strawberry flavor, nice. which I love all these. I bought 3 more of those hibiscus ones. Mm-hmm. I threw one into green tea. Whew, mixed so good. But here's that. Of course, it's not going to have a lot, but yeah, strawberry's a banger. I already knew it was going to be, and it's Frescas, so it's going to be more it's only, 3%? Yeah, 3% juice, with a blend of apple and strawberry juice. Can't say anything wrong with it.
Now, when they say 3% juice, is that the majority of the other 97% is water?
Probably water and high fructose. Yep, high fructose corn syrup.
And the question is, how much high fructose corn syrup then?
Probably like 60%.
Oof,
and then the rest of it's water. Because you have, 43 grams of sugar. It's no Coca-Cola, thankfully, but because I think a can of Coke has like 70 something.
Wait, how many grams of sugar?
43.
Holy shit! There's more sugar in that by 1 gram than there is in this Dr. Pepper Dark Berry. Really? Yeah, 42 grams.
Oh, added sugars as well.
Yeah, total sugar.
And then added sugars.
Yeah, so it's saying 84% is added sugars. 84% of the total of the drink is added sugar, but there's 42 grams total sugar in the...
Well, that doesn't make sense, because then if it's total sugars 22, and then included added sugars is 21 grams, so it's 22 total?
Yeah, 22 total, 21 of it is added, because you're getting sugars naturally from the fruits.
Oh, then yeah, 22 grams then.
As long as I'm under... I think that's how that works.
Okay, because I thought it was total sugars and then included added sugars. Because I don't know why it would just be...
How's it worded on there?
Same thing.
Yeah, so I think that's how it is then. To where
Goes to show that I pay attention. I just put it in my body and I go...
Same thing. How much sodium?
Probably 110 milligrams.
God damn.
Yeah.
55.
Well, I think that's because... Well, I don't know.
That's interesting. Huh. I mean, this is definitely not good for you. I'm not saying that. I'm just the calories.
Oh, dude. Anything in a fucking can that doesn't have like 80% juice in it is probably not good for you.
So, I bet you this one outdoes you in the calories. 160?
90.
And for a full can or half can?
Full can.
Full can. Yeah, so.
And this one's a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
But, that's what, 12? 16. Yeah. Okay, enough pandering about that. So, before we get into the things that I've been watching and enjoying the hell out of, we're going to talk about something, and it's an interest to both of us. We like pizza.
Yes.
We like wrestling.
Yes.
A company has put this together to help promote both, as well as give back to the wrestling community, literally. Powerbomb Pizza crafted and sold by pro wrestlers, a pro wrestling tees company.
Yep. So they have multiple things, including things for Mick Foley, Roddy Piper, Bret Hart, Eddie Guerrero, and if the wrestlers aren't around, then it's their families they're working with for every purchase.
And it's basically similar to you just order through, what is it, Postmates and Uber Eats? Postmates and Uber Eats.
Which is basically the same thing now.
Yeah.
They just haven't combined the ordering apps. It's the same company, same drivers, drivers work through one app now. They just haven't combined the actual ordering apps yet.
Oh, okay.
Which is interesting.
That's fair. And check your city because it may be in your city. And
We got 2 out here.
yeah, that's very interesting.
They run out of local pizza shops. They don't have their own locations. They partner with local pizza shops for them to run these orders.
Right. And every wrestler has a nice little caricature, and I think they're all pretty fair.
The Bret Hart one's hilarious.
Bret Hart one's pretty hilarious. Eddie Guerrero's Latino Heat wings. The Four Cheeses of Foley, Bang Bang. The Godfather's Pimpin' Pepperoni Pizza, which I'm happy it's not Goodfather, but that's another argument later on. The Vader's Mastodon Meat Lovers Pizza. Rob Van Dam, that's a lot of veggies because he's 420 friendly. Kevin Nash's Big Sexy Sausage Pizza. Please don't clip that. Piper's Barbecue Pit Pizza. And Bret Hart's Best There Ever Was Supreme Pizza. Now, this is just their featured items. They have a few more things. Mm-hmm. You can go into their full menu if it wants to load. You can do it, buddy. I believe in you. Thank you. Gangrel's Fang-tastic Garlic Breadsticks. Legion of Doom Chicago Street Fight Pizza, which I'm kind of bummed that it's not an actual Chicago style pizza.
Oh, you mean like a deep dish?
Yeah, like an actual deep dish.
But I mean, that's the thing though, is like if a pizza shop doesn't make deep dishes, that's a whole bunch of equipment they'd have to buy because it takes a special pan.
Oh,
you
okay.
can't just make it like a normal pizza. It has to be cooked in a special. You're basically doing a high-sided pan that you cook in.
Like it's an actual pie.
Yeah.
Okay. And Brutus the Barber cheesecake instead of Brutus the Barber beefcake.
Now, does it give you prices on here at all?
No,
I think
because
you have to go through.
It's probably different depending on where you order from. Also, hi.
My phone is hot.
Yes, mine got a little roasty toasty earlier too.
Does your phone tell you about the apps that are tracking your location in the background randomly? When it's like, this is doing it. Are you sure you want it to be always allowed, or do you want it to change it to sometime?
Yeah.
Seriously, feel the back of that.
That's pretty roasty.
Wow. Mine keeps doing that about the same app, like every 2 days. I'm like, the concept of the app is to track me.
But do you want to be tracked?
Yes, it's for my mileage.
But yeah, go and check out powerbombpizza.com and hopefully get a good order going.
I'm going to see real quick. I'm pulling up Uber Eats. We're going to see if I can't figure out a price.
I'm thinking it's just dependent on location. So I think that's why there's no prices as far as. But, you know.
Ooh, that's a bit pricey.
Oh, is it?
The Godfather Pimpin' Pepperoni, $21.99.
Ooh. Yeah.
Small or jobber. Medium, which is mid-card, is an extra $4. And large, which is the main eventer, is $8 more.
So $29?
$29 for a large pimpin' pepperoni.
That's kind of stretched the collar, but
All the pizzas seem to run that price.
yeah.
Eddie's wings are $13.99. Gangrel's garlic bread is $11.25.
Whew.
That's a little. Let's see what the cheesecake is. The cheesecake is $7.99.
Better be the best damn cheesecake I've ever had. I like my cheesecake.
A can of soda for $3.25. Jesus Christ.
I can get a whole fucking 12-pack for $3.25.
Yeah. Interesting.
That's a little. Some of it may be at expendery, but it helps out the families. Can't be hating on that, but yeah, no, it's if you have the money kind of thing. Ooh.
The other thing I'm noticing is we had looked up the locations, and I'm not going to put the locations out there, but we looked it up and there was one close to my property.
Yes.
Look at the one it's trying to force me to order from. It won't let me change it.
Oh wow. So
that's interesting.
that is very interesting.
Okay. Well, still, if you want to support some wrestling families out there, that'd be a good way to do it.
Yeah, and even support Pro Wrestling Tees, which has a whole bunch of.
They've got some pretty good shirts.
Yeah. They do not support WWE.
Pro Wrestling Tees?
Yeah.
I didn't know
They
that.
no longer do that. Yeah, that's why if you look, it's AEW, New Japan, Impact, and Ring of Honor.
Interesting.
Yeah, they may have a few left from hey, this was during our heyday.
They also might have wrestlers who do WWE that work directly with them.
Yes. Yes. Like Bret the Hitman Hart, of course, would have his own because he's no longer affiliated with them. But get ready because this Sunday, this weekend.
I'm pretty sure it's Sunday.
I think it's Sunday
either
too. Double or Nothing here in Las Vegas, Nevada. It's gonna be a pretty meaty one, and I'm kind of bummed out that the match that I'm looking most forward to is the frickin' buy-in. Hookhausen versus Nice and
That's the buy-in?
That's the buy-in.
I haven't looked at the card yet.
Yeah, that's the buy-in. I'm not mad at it, just because it's a good match for people to be like, huh, do I want to watch this one? Because I mean, it's Hookhausen.
What's the main event?
It's going to be probably CM Punk versus Adam Page. Look at this! Look at who number 1 is. He's so happy. Danhausen's number 1. Blue Meanie.
Okay.
I mean...
Ooh, Christopher Daniels.
Yeah, I mean, Christopher Daniels, I like, yeah. He was only there for that one match, wasn't he? And then he just kind of...
Well, he was there because it was a Ring of Honor match. So I think he's over at Ring of Honor.
Oh, he's over. Okay, I thought he was doing some like a good crossover that he signed with AEW.
Well, he used to be signed with AEW.
Yes.
When he was part of SCU.
Yes.
And then him and Frankie Kazarian lost their match, and they did the break up the team thing. And he was talking about retiring from wrestling. And then he decided he didn't want to retire from wrestling, and he came back, but he came back over playing his other character over at Ring of Honor.
Okay.
And then to like bring in the fact that Ring of Honor was purchased by AEW, they redid that one match. So if he's doing anything, it's over at Ring of Honor because that's where it's actually signed.
And I find this kind of interesting. The Pro Wrestling Tees also has kind of this setup to where it's kind of like Cameo, but for wrestlers. You can get Billy Gunn, Ali, also known as the Bunny, and the Berserker, and good old All Ego Ethan Page is down here on the end.
$200.
$200.
Better fucking serenade me.
Yeah, that's a little rough. As soon as you get a name that, oh my god, look at this nice freaking Danhausen cover shirt.
That's pretty cool.
I like it.
Yeah, I like that.
No one can outrun the curse of Danhausen.
Except for Hook.
Except for Hook. Does it come on a sweater? On a hoodie? No hoodie. I would like it on a hoodie. But that's enough kind of shopping around the wrestling stuff. But yeah, go check out Powerbomb Pizza or Pro Wrestling Tees if you haven't enjoyed wrestling enough to want to give back. Nope. I saw a couple things over the course of the week. During I think it was Monday I saw this. The Batman, the new one with Robert Pattinson. Oddly surprised, in a good way. I liked it. Well, I was here for it.
How did you feel about the length?
It certainly does feel 3 hours. Oh God, does it feel 3 hours? Like not in a. I can't say I was bored for any of it because I will admit I was doing some writing at the beginning and I had it as like my main focus and I was doing like ticky-tacky attention, and then it wound up grabbing my attention and keeping it there, and I kind of bundled myself up in a blanket and watched the rest of it.
So, first of all, I don't understand why you always try to multitask with a movie when it's your first time watching it.
I can't help myself. It's just it's the way my brain wants to work. If it holds my attention, holds my attention. If it doesn't, well, it's in the background. Mm-hmm. But man,
what?
Oh, the Powerbomb Pizza.
Oh,
yeah,
gotcha.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm decoding the chat. My brain don't work good. What I was gonna say is I do think it's a good movie, and I've watched it again, and for some reason on the second view, it doesn't feel as long. Which is interesting. There's people out there that are upset about 3-hour movies. There's a lot of people who are saying that movies shouldn't be over an hour 40. We need to go back to when movies were an hour 40, and that's it. And I don't understand that. There's a general belief that if you can't make a movie in under 2 hours, then you can't make a good movie. All this crazy shit about rules about the length of movies, I think is stupid. The only rule I can really say about a 3-hour movie is if it feels like a 3-hour movie, that's a problem.
Yes.
I should be so engrossed in your movie throughout that 3 hours that I don't check the time or think about the time.
Yeah,
Should be sucked into the story.
I will admit, Irishman kind of had me doing that toward the middle of it, but the last half kind of kept me in. Like it was a good movie. It was a great movie, but there were parts that kind of slowed it down to the point where I was like, "Whew, this does feel 3 hours." And then toward the back half, you get interested again. I think the Batman kind of has the same thing.
So what other 3-hour movies are there that we've watched so I can break down whether or not we enjoyed it?
How long was 1917? Like 1917 was pretty long, wasn't it?
That was an hour 59.
Really? Oh.
It feels long because it's such a continuous shot concept.
And
it feels like they've done nothing but continuous shots. Like the longest continuous shot, and that's actually like 11 minutes or something like that, which is very long for a long shot.
Yeah, okay.
But it's devised to look like a non-stop shot, and I think that really makes it feel longer.
I don't think we saw very many, because everything we've usually watched, we watched 2-hour ones, 2 and some change, and that felt just long on its own.
Someone made a list on IMDb that says the best 3-hour movies, 3 hours or longer.
Okay, Godfather, I would assume.
Godfather Part 2.
Called it.
Which is actually really good.
It is good, but I'm just like, called it.
Lord of the Rings, Return of the King.
Okay, yeah.
That's 321 before the extended edition.
Yeah,
the extended edition only adds like 10 minutes or 11 minutes.
To that one, Two Towers, that's like a half hour.
Same thing with Fellowship. It's only like 10 minutes, and it's mostly a certain battle's a little longer, and we get a little bit more of the whole Aragon looking at the statue of his mom thing.
Yeah.
Schindler's List, which is really good.
Really?
3 hours 15.
Oh.
Seven Samurai, the 1954 version.
Okay.
Magnolia, that one's 3 hours 8 minutes. I haven't seen all of Magnolia. The Green Mile, 3 hours 9 minutes. The Green Mile is really good.
It is really good. I'll give Green Mile its due.
Once Upon a Time in America.
I never saw.
It's a mobster movie.
Yeah, I know it's a monster movie. I just never saw.
Gone with the Wind.
Did we see that one?
We have not watched that one, but your mom's a fan, so you've probably seen it growing up.
Probably.
I don't idea. Huh? I don't give a damn.
Yeah, that I recall, but I don't recall.
3 hours, 58 minutes.
Almost 4 hours long?
Yeah. It's also a very big-ass book.
So. Well, yeah. I mean, shit, there's a lot of books out there that are getting condensed down.
Lawrence of Arabia?
Really?
3 hours and 38 minutes.
Interesting. But, like, American Psycho cut out a lot from the book to the Christian Bale.
Yeah. And the funny thing is, that's not what upset the author. The author's issue with it was two things. One, he didn't like the music. Or she? I think.
That was a good fucking scene.
I don't remember if the author's male or female.
Okay.
They didn't like the music. They had issue with Huey Lewis in the news. Or sorry. No, I think they did like the music. It was that they didn't like. The moonwalk upset them about that scene. The other thing was they felt that they made it too obvious in the movie that it's all in his head.
That's sure. Okay.
And I'm like,
I mean,
but these are things that happen in your book. So
And-
if these happen in your book,
Yeah, and what's the title?
American Psycho. Although the sequel, which
I never
is questionable, American Psycho 2 takes it from being inside his head to he actually was doing it. You've never seen the sequel?
No.
Mila Kunis plays the new American Psycho. She's a college girl and she's killing people and whatnot. And what it is she and her babysitter were going to be one of his victims, but she escaped and killed him.
Hmm.
And then she goes off to college when she grows up, and she's a psycho.
Hmm.
Shatner's in it too. He's one of the professors.
Nice.
I'm going to skip through some of these because we haven't seen them. Okay, so you haven't seen this one, and this one is well worth the 3 hours and 3 minutes. The Deer Hunter.
Okay.
Walken and De Niro.
Really?
Yeah.
An interesting duo.
An in-depth examination of the ways in which the Vietnam War impacts and disturbs the lives of several friends in a small steel mill town in Pennsylvania. It's got a famous Russian roulette scene.
I think that's one you were telling me about.
Yeah.
Okay.
JFK. I don't think I've seen that one. I think it's Costner, though. Ben-Hur, which is funny. Ben-Hur, 3 hours, 32 minutes. Generally considered a masterpiece. People are like, it's great. That you don't even know it's 3 hours, 32 minutes. One of the most famous scenes in it inspired one of your least favorite moments in a film. There's a horse racing scene in Ben-Hur.
Okay.
Which is what inspired and is being referenced in the pod racing scene in Episode 1 of Star Wars. Now, the hilarious thing...
Okay.
Ben-Hur at 3 hours and 32 minutes, that horse racing scene is about 4 minutes long.
Okay.
As where you have the 11-minute or 10-minute pod racing scene.
You have a little bit longer than that.
No, you don't.
I thought it was like 14 some change. I honestly thought it was about 15 minutes of the goddamn movie.
So the Ben-Hur scene is 4 minutes.
Okay.
Because they're talking about that.
That's some horse shit.
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
It feels longer. It feels way fucking longer.
The scene itself is 15 minutes, but the race is 10 minutes.
Okay. Okay.
So if you're
Fair
talking
statement.
all the conversation of the pod racing, the setting up,
engines and all that.
yeah, that's 15 minutes. But the actual race itself is 10.
Okay.
Still, 10 minutes is long, and I understand, and I get why it bothers you, I guess. But it's funny that, a shorter movie took a scene from a longer movie and made it almost more than twice as long.
Yes.
Which is insane. See Wolf of Wall Street?
No.
Okay.
That's on HBO Max, yeah?
I think so.
Okay.
Based off a true story.
Yes.
The guy that's based off of took one complaint with the movie.
Go
It's
on.
actually an interesting complaint. So
Okay.
there's a scene.
Is it actual complaint?
Kind of. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So DiCaprio met the guy, talked to the guy, spent a lot of time with the guy to learn how to be this guy.
Okay.
There's a scene in the movie where he hits his wife.
Okay.
The guy goes, "I never did that while I wasn't under the influence of something." Not necessarily advocating his violence towards his wife, but saying that only happened when I wasn't clear-headed.
Okay.
Which is that was the complaint he had with the movie.
Okay.
Because there's a scene where DiCaprio hits her while not under the influence of anything.
Okay. I you know what? That as messed up as it is,
Mm-hmm.
I sure that does seem like a bad complaint.
Yeah. That one's 3 hours exactly.
Okay.
Let's see. Did you ever see Gandhi?
Gandhi? Nah.
Okay, I don't agree with... It's a long-ass movie. I definitely agree with that part.
What is it?
Titanic.
Yeah, no.
I think it's overrated.
I grew up watching the shit out of it.
Same here.
My
My mom had the double VHS.
Yeah, same with my mom. But, I don't know. It's fine.
Now with the extended version, which I haven't watched, but you have, Hateful Eight, with the extended version is over 3 hours. I've only seen the 258 version.
Now, hold on. I liked
was
it.
good.
It was very good. I would give the extra minutes because it felt like I know what they added in, and I'm not mad that they added it in because it was a conversation scene between Samuel L. Jackson and
Kurt Russell?
Yeah, at the very beginning.
Okay.
It's as they're basically saying where he's heading to, and
Because they have the conversation about the letter
yeah, no,
in
that's
the regular version.
right. And then it's another one where it's just them shooting the shit.
Okay.
It is literally them just shooting the shit.
Peter Jackson's King Kong.
Really?
3 hours, 7 minutes. It does not feel it.
It doesn't.
Especially once you get to Skull Island.
Skull Island.
Skull Island. It's different. Once you get to Skull Island, that movie really fucking takes off.
You're right. You're right. It does.
It's got the slow build at the beginning.
Yeah, because it's them, planning and
Yeah.
getting the course, and then as soon as they get there, it's speed, 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 speed. Jack Black being Jack Black. Speed, speed, speed.
Blackjack Black playing Blackjack
Jack.
against Jack Black.
Yes. But sure.
There's other movies on this list that I didn't mention.
Okay.
Shortcuts.
But
and stuff like
Batman, the Batman, the recent one does feel 3 hours, but it's not taken away from it.
Mm-hmm.
It is very good. I loved every minute of it. There's just a few scenes that I would definitely shorten down. I'm just gonna spoil it, seeing as it's on DVD now.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It said rent from Redbox yesterday.
Well, okay, so sometimes they do that before they actually release it for purchase.
Oh.
But either way, it's out there and it's on HBO Max,
Okay, yeah, that too.
I guess.
Yeah, that's where I saw it. There's a scene where Selena is picking up the funding from Marconi, and about to steal it. And of course, Batman goes, "Hold on, you can't be stealing money from mobsters because you're no good as them." And gets caught up in the midst of all of this. He gets shot. Don't know where the fuck he goes. I honestly watched that scene 3 times to try and figure out what happened with him. He just disappeared.
What are you talking about?
Before he gets in the vehicle and it does the very long rev up.
Oh, so honestly, I'm watching that scene in theaters, and you hear that whistling noise in the engine kick on, and I'm going to talk about it now. It's going to happen.
Yeah.
Goosebumps, dude.
It was,
and then when I watched it the second time, it still happened.
Okay. It's a different feel for me then. It's a very different feel for me. Just because maybe my confusion caused me to be disconnected with the...
Yeah, you're too worried about trying to figure out how he Commissioner Gordoned you.
Yeah. Like, as soon as I went back watched it, and I was like, well, whatever. And then I heard the rev up, and I guess I was annoyed at it, and I just was like, oh, okay, cool. And then the revving just made it feel long.
How did you feel about the fact that Wayne Manor is still very Wayne Manor-y, and the fact that it's definitely like old school style built and whatnot, but it's a penthouse in the city?
It's what I liked was all the scene shots, that it was very much New York style.
Yeah.
And
a lot of it's filmed in Chicago, just like Dark Knight, yet it looks so different.
Yeah, I mean, what caused me to go, oh, it's New York, is Gotham Square Garden.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, I was sounding a little Bostonian there. Garden.
I mean, they do that in the comics too. I think Gotham Square Garden.
But that's just it's just very interesting, the similarities between them. But I enjoyed all the scene shots. The scene shots really made me go.
The beginning scene shot when he's in what's basically Times Square.
Yeah.
That I was like, that is so fucking Gotham. Like that scene, I went, damn, that's what modern Gotham looks like.
What kind of bums me is we'll never have the strange aeronautical blimps like in the 90s cartoon or the Batman and Robin.
I think they did it in Gotham.
Oh, in Gotham?
I think they did it, but I could be wrong. I'm only in season 2.
Okay.
But I think they did it.
Okay. I mean,
they brought it into Arkham Knight.
Did they?
In fact, you even go on one.
Okay. Oh, and I don't know if you already know, but guess what we're getting for Day 1 Game Pass?
What?
Gotham Knights.
No. Guys, something good in my life just happened.
Hold on, I'm going to double check because I believe I saw that on the...
Please double check because now I'm giddy. Like... A good chance, but that was back on the 10th.
I believe I saw it though.
So let me check because the game comes out when October.
Yeah,
it might be too soon for it to be on the apps coming soon section, but let me check as a secondary checking on this.
Okay, but I saw it on that big old Get It Day 1 with like Stalker 2 and all of the Shadowruns and all that, and I was like, okay, yeah, cool. I'm happy for that.
Coming soon. Let's see. Yeah, right now the app only has 3 things showing on the coming soon, but they removed Stalker from the coming soon section on the app.
And do you see Shadowrun? Because Shadowrun's coming soon too.
Well, granted, this is the PC side, so I'll switch to console in a second. But right now it just shows Match Point, 2 Point Campus, and Hello Neighbor 2.
Well, it's going to be on both.
So let me switch to console. But still, console shows all the Shadowruns, Match Point, 2 Point Campus, and Hello Neighbor 2. Again, Stalker is missing from the coming soon section on the app. I think they realized they were showing that too early and it didn't matter anymore.
So someone might be showing Gotham Knight a little too early, you figure?
Maybe. See if you can Google like Game Pass coming soon.
Day 1.
Or Day 1. That works. Okay, there you go.
We'll do that and then I'll open up images. Because with the images, I believe it was similar to this one.
Can't be telling me lies here, man.
I'm not. I swear I saw it when I was scrolling down Twitter the other day.
Okay, I'll check their Twitter too. Did you hear about the fact that they've announced a Gotham Knights TV show for the CW? But it's not going to be what the game is. It's a different story.
Really?
Yeah. So you said on their Twitter?
I believe I saw it. I don't know if it was their official or if it was like one of those that cycled back and was mentioning it. Secret Neighbor. Ugh. Yeah, this is all their stuff right now. This is the recents, but there's nothing here. I am very excited for Atomic Heart, though. Well, that's the other thing. All of these should have been on there because Atomic Heart's going to be available for both. This is weird.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. The app only shows you a couple of things now for some reason. You used to be able to view all the coming soons on the app, and now you can't. How long ago do you think you saw it?
God, within the last couple of days.
Okay, because on the Game Pass Twitter, I'm back to the 17th and not seeing it.
Okay.
So let me switch to the Game Pass PC Twitter.
And see if anything might have bubbled up
See if
to
it's
there.
there.
Okay.
Did you hear that they're reporting that Sony's looking at making $300 million this year off PC gaming?
I mean, that sounds right. It's just
I should have gotten into that sooner.
But what are you guys coming up with?
Well, they're releasing a lot of their stuff that's been console locked onto PC.
Well, yeah. Okay. Let me get more of that then. Give me more. Give the munmuns.
No, not on the
Nothing?
PC Game Pass.
Okay. We'll keep our ear to the ground, but I should have sworn I saw it. That one, I swear it.
Being a teasing ass bitch over here.
That's me.
I'm flipping through the Xbox Twitter now, see if they have it over there.
Sure.
Because they use similar graphics, so I could see that causing an issue if they did like a sale graphic or something like that.
Yeah.
I see, because now I'm back to the 13th and nothing. Oh, here's this graphic. This wouldn't be it, would it? Because this is just that it was now you can get it.
No, it literally was standing side by side with all of the others.
Interesting. Yeah, not finding it on the Twitters. We'll let you guys know if we hear it otherwise, though.
Yeah, hopefully it is true. And I would like to give you the good news.
You have a review.
Yes, I do. Finished up from last week. Our Flag Means Death. Holy hot damn! After the 6th episode, we were debating on taking a break, and I said, "Nah, let's keep going. I'm eating some good food. We can KO the rest of it." And Sox and I destroyed all 10 episodes, with the 9th episode not definitely being a stopping point. Watching the 9th episode forced us into the 10th episode. Very good. Very frustrated that it isn't even halfway announced for a second season. This needs a second season.
Have you checked to see if it's announced or not?
No, it is not. I did. I did check, but no, it is not.
I mean, the series just came out back in March.
Yes.
So there's still time for a decision.
That implies they had a choice, Quincy. It's good. It is very good.
They do have a choice.
No, they don't.
To break it to you.
No, they don't. They will bring it to me.
It really bugs me. That looks so much like Martin Freeman.
It does, doesn't it? But both these two actually worked on a lot of projects together. Wellington Paranormal, the like 3 other things.
What's he in Wellington Paranormal? Or who's he in Wellington
Let
Paranormal?
me see here. Let me actually.
Because I've actually started that, so I'm curious.
I don't trust Taika enough.
I mean, I guess I get that.
What we do in the shadows. I believe he also helped out with that. Taika Waititi and
I love
Reese Derby.
when your brain breaks like this.
Yep, that's me. Nope. There we go. Okay, images, and it was an image where it was literally them standing side by side and all the shit they were in. There's what we do in the shadows.
Oh, he's one of the werewolves. Interesting.
Adventures in the Wild.
I haven't seen that one.
But of course, the big one is of course their latest and greatest.
The current show.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, they've done a lot.
So the question is, when will he show up in Marvel?
You know what? I would actually like to see, so something that I've noticed. You said he looks a lot like Martin Freeman in that picture. Let me see if I can find one that kind of makes him look like Hugh Jackman. There we go. Kind of looks like Hugh Jackman.
He looks like somebody else too.
Like he's an interesting amalgamation of a human, and I'm not mad at that. He's
Wait
very
a
good.
minute.
What?
I'm gonna look up the actor on IMDb real quick because I have a feeling I know him from something.
Well, do you want me to do it?
I
for you?
do.
What?
He's the fucking boss in Yes Man, the Jim Carrey movie.
Oh.
He just looks different in these images, and it's throwing me off. One of the images I finally saw it a bit.
Okay.
Yeah, he's the boss in Yes Man. So yeah, I did know him in What We Do in the Shadows. Okay.
But yeah, everyone's having fun on that show, and I'm hoping season 2 gets announced. Yes. Speaking of season 2,
Destiny.
Season of the Haunted just began today. Yesterday?
Have you done anything on it yet?
Huh?
Have you done anything on it yet?
Nope.
Is your game even updated?
Yep.
Okay.
I updated it and I let it sit there just in case anyone was like, "Oh, we're gonna get started on it," because Solar 3.0 just dropped, and guess what my subclass is? Guess what your subclass is?
Solar.
We're Solar. I'm Dawnblade, good old healer, and you're gunslinger. You got your golden gun.
Yep. I'm off, blowing things up with a golden gun.
Yep. Leviathan makes its return as a pretty interesting dungeon on the moon. A new story that talks about more ghost things. I don't know if it has anything more to do with what.
There's going to be a ding, potentially people. My phone is dying.
That's fine.
Yep.
Yep, that's fine. Okay. But, the Helm is now engaged its mobile command center with capabilities and is now running dark within the moon's orbit. So I'm like, okay, so the Helm itself was a craft.
Okay.
And now it is just kind of around the moon right now.
Okay.
So it's good to know that it had some more personality. And there's now a scythe weapon.
The scythe weapon was definitely cool, and I think probably the best part of this image. But it's not the thing that I want that. We haven't gotten to what I want yet.
Oh, that's further down, isn't it?
So here's the new helmets and shit, and new guns,
Ornaments
and customizations and whatnot.
The skull.
That.
Yeah.
I want the one dead middle, and I'm a hunter, so that works.
Yep. And then I have to deal with the kind of Scarlet Witch looking.
Oh, see, I was just thinking you were fucking Sauron.
A little bit. You know what? I'll take Sauron over Scarlet Witch.
Because you saw Multiverse of Madness and you're mad at her.
Yeah. Well.
No spoilers, we promise. That's all
man.
we're saying.
Yeah. But, I mean, the armors do look good, though. The other armor set does look a little strange to you, fine to me, because I'm a sucker for gas masks. They do look a little like a revamp of the moon ones we already got. I don't know if it is, and it's just concept art, and I'm not paying attention to it.
I wouldn't put it past it to be a revamp of ones we already have, considering this is another moon thing.
Yeah.
So.
And
Ingrams.
And the Ingrams. We got all the Ingrams. It goes over, of course, what you get when you buy the season pass and what's free for everybody. But I don't know. I'm very maybe right now. Just because I have not played since I hit, rank 60 on the last one, and then I just stopped.
How much is the season pass?
10.
That's not bad.
And there's also... Oh, wait, gotta keep going down. There's a Solar 3.0. And then also a nice little Bungie reward shirt. That looks kind of cool. But a silver bundle where you spend 10-15 and you get 1,700 and an emote.
Is that just one of those win things?
Yes.
Okay.
Paper windmill emote with 1,700, which you can use to purchase the seasons, cosmetics, and more. Visit the seasons tab in game to use your season. For that, to unlock your cool new emote, speak to Master Rahul.
Okay.
So, good stuff.
So with everything that's been removed since Witch Queen, and we did spend a good amount of time, and Witch Queen before we fell out of the game for a while now.
Yes.
Are you missing any of the removed things?
Nope.
You don't miss any of the locations?
Oh, you mean me personally miss?
Yeah.
Yes, I probably will. I haven't really seen what's missing right now.
No, like who they removed. I'm saying what they've removed from the game. Like they got rid of things when Season of the Witch came in because they were putting in Mars.
Oh.
And they needed the space.
Oh, yes.
I kind of miss Spider. I liked him.
I miss Spider too. All the Tingled Shore. Tingled Shore was a little bit of a mess. I really did like the Fanatic run as much as the what do they call them? Nightfalls were very difficult. But I still enjoyed the Strike. The Strike was great.
I love that you said the Tangled Shores is a mess, hence the name.
Yeah. It as far as playability, it was a mess.
Yeah, gotcha. I miss Spider. I think that's probably the only thing I've missed. I mean, the helm feels very empty, so I'm hoping this does something for that. Because the helm does feel very empty and very boring now. It's even darker. It's still the things I miss the most are the things that left a while ago that weren't removed because of Witch Queen. I actually miss Titan.
Io.
I miss Io. I actually miss Mars again. Now Mars was fun.
The original Mars.
Yeah, what we have for Mars now, we're not doing Mars. You have a little hub on Mars.
You have the Strike, the hub. Well, the dungeon. I wouldn't even call it a dungeon because it's just 2 areas tied to one another, and you get the fucking weapon as soon as you're done. It's a time trial.
Yeah.
Goddamn. But yeah, I get your point. I never got to experience Mars.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't amazing, but it was an enjoyable map, and it's gone.
Hopefully.
I was honestly surprised that I missed Titan.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I didn't really enjoy Titan that much while I was playing it, and now every now and then I'm like, oh, you know what, I want to go. Oh, you can't do that.
Don't know what you got until it's gone, kind of thing.
No.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, hopefully this season, because as I said, we're both Solar Boys, so hopefully we might climb back in and take a quick look at it, because I watched a few builds on TikTok, and God, that's so weird every time you do it.
Sorry.
It's okay. It's just every time you do it.
My jaw pops.
Yes. And I mean, I would like to see what my build can be now that I can be an actual solar support with interchangeable bits.
I forgot something we need to talk about.
What was it?
Learn about a game.
Okay.
So click up in that search bar if we're done with this. Or we're done with this, right?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. As long as there's nothing else you want to talk about.
No, it's just the containment and the sever thing. I don't know nothing about it, so I'm not going to really talk much about it.
All right. Rift Tracks. The game.
Yep.
$10.
$10. It just came out.
Yep. Bought it on Xbox. Play up to 6 people. You can type your own riffs and a robotic voice reads them. Or you can do the thing where you select from riffs and you can try to switch them out once per game. You can be like, I need new riffs. And basically it plays a film clip and then you put it in your riff and it plays the film clip of the riff and then everyone votes for what's best. And they built it with streamers in mind.
Yes.
It has a streaming mode. Twitch integrations that can get you a whole chat. It can get your whole chat in the action with Twitch chat voting. Additional moderation, privacy, and content tools. So you can actually have them vote for what riff works the best. You just go to a link that's provided with a room code on a internet connected device, phone, tablet, computer, to be able to do your interactions of putting in your riffs and your voting. It's seamless, works instantly. Me and Lauren played it for a good hour, just the two of us, and then because that's not enough people, it threw in a robot.
Yeah.
And you can't vote for your own answer either. So, pretty cool shit. It's actually a lot of fun. It's going to be a great party game, and I think it'll be a great thing for streamers.
Yeah, why not?
And then, of course, there's just the Rift Tracks website, which is always fun.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Fuck yeah. And well, I don't know if we talked about it before, but when we were doing, what was it, Street Fighter? No. Mortal Kombat. You can just get the jokes and have them tacked on through another audio player. Mm-hmm. And that was fun. That was nice. And then they'll sync up with Disembadio?
Who's the toaster thing that you saw in the previous previous page.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, he's there, too, down at the bottom of the poster.
Okay, that's what that was.
Yeah, that's Disembadio. He's also the trophies you get at the end for their placing in the competition of the game.
Nice. So last week we talked about Smite and Slipknot, and that was through Xbox.
Yes.
Through Amazon Prime, you get access to this hulking mass. Good old Super Shredder.
If he's not voiced by Big Daddy Cool Diesel, I don't want it.
I don't know, but...
He didn't voice him in the movie anyways. He just...
body?
He was the body.
Oh, okay. But it's got, Bebop, Rocksteady in the background. I wouldn't mind them being playable characters also, but Super Shredder.
And a bunch of foot soldiers. I cannot fucking talk all of a sudden.
Yeah. But it's okay.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it really?
Did you like the old 90s cartoon of
Yeah.
TMNT? Yeah, I fucking loved it. Fucking Bebop and Rocksteady. The one time they had a good idea and they actually captured the turtles, and Shredder goes, "You Nitwits actually did something right." And then he walks over and unintentionally releases the turtles.
Did you know that TMNT were actually in a Disneyland parade? This was right before Nickelodeon would go on to buy them and basically have the rights to do all the media from that point on.
That's interesting because they're not really. They were what? Paramount? Well, before that, they were just Paramount, weren't they?
No, and Paramount owns Nickelodeon.
Well, yeah, I know, but I mean before. What did they run through before?
I'm saying before the cartoon and whatnot, when it was just a comic.
Oh, okay.
And
you're talking way long time ago.
Yeah, I mean, maybe the movie had happened by that point.
The first one?
Yeah, I don't know who made the first movie. But yes, they were actually in one of the Disneyland parades. And then Nickelodeon got their, / Paramount got their teeth into it and haven't let go since.
Yeah. Okay.
Also, another fun fact, they kind of are MCU. Well, the comics, that is.
Oh, yeah. Well, and then there's also the DC thing.
Well, they've actually done a crossover with DC.
Right.
But they're taken out of their world and land in Gotham.
Okay.
In fact, there's a funny line where they're like, "Where even are we?" And they go, "I don't know. Back home, this is just a park at," and then they get cut off so that you still don't know where Gotham's located. But with the Marvel thing, when Eastman and them did the original comic, the ooze that makes them transform is the same stuff that blinds Matt Murdock as a child. But they didn't write the comic for Marvel, so they kind of just did that as comic nerds.
Okay.
So, and another fun thing, Howard the Duck may not be Howard the Duck in the Marvel Comics because they did a crossover comic with someone that basically wrote their own version of the comic at the end, once the crossover was over, showing that they got the wrong duck. Some weird shit has happened in comic books to where people own but don't own, or are connected but aren't connected in properties. It's funny.
I'm very tired.
I'm always tired.
That's my secret, Cap. I'm always tired. An interesting little mobile game decided to rear its head. Marvel Snap, another card collecty, fight 'em up style thing, similar to Hearthstone. And I'm not that mad because, I mean, it's by, I believe, a former Hearthstone director, Ben Brode. So,
Looking at it,
yes.
do you feel it's closer to Hearthstone or closer to Gwent? Oop, that is playing audio. I was trying to pull up our Twitch. And
that's okay.
The sound was on, and it plays a commercial at the beginning.
It sure did.
I wanted to jump in the chat.
That's okay. I would say it's its own thing because it has locations as like its front, and then you put the people behind it with the ability power. So I would say it's its own thing.
Okay.
It's probably going to be its own thing because, as I said, it's got placement and then who's fighting in what placement and numbers.
Really quick, I want to know, can you guess what commercial was playing for our Twitch?
Go on.
Stranger Things.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Interesting.
Very interesting. Yeah, you can't hear the guy, but he basically just goes into, hey, I've worked on Hearthstone, and this is kind of cool that, Marvel reached out to us and, I'm loving all the art.
And I'm definitely seeing some original art in here, but I'm also seeing art that's already existed. So I hope they're doing something for the artists that did those covers and stuff. Because, for instance, saw the baby Deadpool with the suction cup darts.
Yeah. And I mean, further back, it does a very nice animation play with Dr. Doom drones and America.
I was like, because when you had when you sent this to me, I didn't read anything about it. I just started the trailer, and so I'm watching it, and this Galactus comes out, and I'm like, why the fuck did they make Galactus look like that while everyone else looks so awesome? And then it gets into like the trading cards and how there's like different looks for people. And I was like, oh. Because I'm sitting there like, damn, Ironheart looks good in that Iron Man suit. American Chavez looks good. Venom looks good. The Doombots don't look half bad. And then you get the Spideys coming in and whatnot. And I'm like, okay, cool. But like this freaking Galactus. And I loved this Black Panther Hulkbuster-esque suit and then Baby Groot.
We are Venom.
So I was like, why does Galactus look like this? I'm like, looking at him like, this is so weird. And then the cards start flying by like this, and I'm like, oh, I might give it a shot when it comes out.
I might also. I do need a new card game because I stopped playing Magic because there's now too many cards for me to get into as far as with the cards we talked about last week. There's a new Beetle and Grimm Secret Lair that just got announced. I'll talk more about that when we get some card arts.
I like this lady's shirt. It says shawarma, but the A is the Avengers A.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, see, like that's classic art right there.
Classic.
So hopefully they did some kickbacks there.
I like that.
That's a nice Ultron. It's very Ultron meets Dormammu.
Yeah, I've come to bargain. Oh, and they are actually doing 3D layering for their stuff.
Very nice. That was a cool spectrum.
And then when you summon up Doctor Strange, he pulls out his the wheels.
Yeah.
The summoning wheels. All right. We see you, Ben Brode. Yep.
And don't get me wrong, artists are redrawing these things going on. They're not just photocopying the original artwork, but it's still the original artwork in a sense. And so I'm just hoping that some money is going to those artists.
Yes. And, I'm hoping that we can play it soon. When is it going to release? Sorry.
Thank you, IGN, for this video, by the way.
Thank you, IGN, for the video.
Because nobody else had a good video. IGN did really good with this one, so thank you guys.
Because they actually had the
interview
trailer and interview.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was an interesting interview. I watched the whole thing. It's a 7-minute video, so don't think you can just do this real quick. But it's a good video to watch.
And it doesn't have a date.
Hit play and see if it shows up at the end.
At the end?
Yeah.
I think it just says, coming to mobile PC, sign up for the closed.
Okay.
So, I'll sign up for the closed.
Yeah, let's get this out of here.
Get out of here!
Even though their Twitter is fucking hilarious.
IGN's?
No, that was Wendy's.
Oh, Wendy's. Oh, fuck yeah, they are.
IGN's Twitter is pretty nonsense. They're just there to tell you about their new articles. And
or
new
tell us
videos.
about the nonsense technology.
Or spoil things.
You motherfuckers.
The other thing, I'm going to be honest here for a second. The thing that kind of annoys me about IGN's Twitter, they won't retweet their old article, their old tweet. They will make a whole new tweet to talk about something.
About that tweet that they already did earlier.
That they already did like 4 days before. So it almost comes off like they're late to the game. But it's an article that they did write 4 days ago. They're just like, hey, if you haven't read it yet, here's the article. And they really should retweet them instead of putting a new article. Because it just makes it look like they're not up on shit. And it's so easy. Have you seen the search bar function on Twitter?
Yes.
Where you can search a Twitter page for any time it's mentioned a word?
No.
Yeah.
I didn't know. Okay, I thought we were talking like hashtag or otherwise, but
so we'll do it on my page.
Okay,
right up here. You see that little search? That search. Click it, and we will search Spider-Man. My top tweets about Spider-Man, latest people, yada yada. So every time I've mentioned Spider-Man,
which is a staggeringly low 3.
But I could have done it with the
the hyphen.
The hyphen.
Okay.
So,
but it's still staggeringly low. I figured you would have talked all up and down about him, but okay.
You would think that.
Good to know. I'll definitely do some flip around and figure things out. So we were watching a couple trailers. The Inquisitor, by Jacek Piekara, a book.
Book series.
The book series. I'm interested in the book series just from the basis of the game. The game itself looks stiff.
Yeah. So it's supposed to be an alternate history.
Yes.
Where things took a turn around Inquisition time.
Yeah. It talks about, 1500s and how the world is, beginning its forceful endeavors into sin.
Okay.
I guess. I don't fucking know. It's an inquisitor, so you're I guess divulging into the sins of
I'm gonna be
patriarchy?
honest. I was great with history to an extent, but this is definitely a blank spot for me. So when it comes to me and Inquisitions, I know two things: the Monty Python bit about.
But nobody expects it, Quincy.
Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition.
Quincy. Nobody expects it.
And the Inquisitioners or the Inquisitors or whatever in Star Wars. Those are my two.
Yeah, fair. Oh, now see this. Some of the acting portions of it look rough, but the scenery looks great.
Yeah.
I'm hoping this official reveal trailer begins to get a little bit cleaner when closer to the release time.
I think the worst moment in this was that scene with the knife.
Oh, the I'm gonna take it off you and stab your hand with it.
Yeah. It was very chunky.
Yeah. It's slow and awkward. But hopefully, I mean, as I said, the set pieces, like this scene right here that has like this cathedral in the back with the homely, and then you have the graveyard in the front. I like it. It looks good.
Who's homely?
Man, I don't want to talk to you no more.
Have you ever seen that Goofy sketch?
No, I guess I haven't.
It's one of those ones where it's got the narrator and they're doing the different things to Goofy.
Oh.
And they dress him like hip. And they say something along the lines of, what's up, my homie, or something like that. And he goes, who's homely?
Oh. You were losing yourself over there over this. Next. So next up on the cut is something very interesting. Another No Man's Sky update. No Man's Sky Leviathan.
We can go full-blown Star Trek. Are you going to be Spock and I'm Kirk, or is it the other way around as we go after these
I'm
fucking...
Bones.
Please, neither one of us are good enough to be Bones. As we go after these fucking space whales.
Yeah, fair enough. But yeah, I No Man's Sky, when I played it for that brief time, it looked pretty. It played pretty. It was very quick to load, very quick to look pretty.
Damn it, Justin! You are a Chekhov, not a Bones.
No. Can I be a who's Nuclear Vessels?
What?
Nuclear Vessels.
I don't know what you're referencing.
Oh, the one who has the thick accent.
Oh, I'm not sure.
Oh, okay. No. Can I be Worf?
I guess. I mean, he did get to be in 2 shows. He's in Deep Space Nine as well. So
Is he?
I think
so.
so.
Because they live longer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I think he's in Deep Space Nine.
Yeah.
Him and one of the other characters is in Deep Space Nine because the other character actually does host bodies. So she's in a new host body in Deep Space Nine.
Oh. That's weird. That's a weird thing to hear.
I mean, Star Trek, anything's possible.
It's just weird. Another weird one that kind of came out.
It's gotta be a re-release, I'm telling you.
It is a re-release. It definitely is. It's just very strange. Green Hell, Spirits of Amazonia, Part 1 and 2. It kind of gives me Far Cry vibes, but with more survivalism.
Okay, it's a re-release, but not from that far ago. This is a 2018 game.
Bloop, bloop.
This is a 2018 game.
Is it?
Yeah. Interesting.
I mean, I'm sorry.
Every time.
I made fun of it the first time. It's just... the guy right across the
They need
street
to play
from
that
someone.
with Donnie Thornberry in the background. Yeah. As he runs by.
But some of the scenes give me very much Far Cry vibes, just because the arrow hitting the chest and getting knocked back and probably like.
It reminds me of the forest.
A little bit of the forest, and then yeah.
Okay, so I think it's a commentary on something, but it's definitely also very much lawsuit worthy. It's multiplayer, it's open world, it's survival, it's crafting, it's brand new. It's Pokemon with guns.
And Pokemon that can build rocket ships and fuse to become something better. And hold on, where's the farmland? And there's the fucking legendary deer. Like, come on, this looks pretty. I will admit, this looks fucking pretty.
Straight up a part where they're holding one of the creatures and squeezing it to shoot egg grenades.
Yes.
I don't know what this is.
Hold on, where's the little tiny dude just on top of the head just shooting, and you got fucking sliding and then capture, like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
then,
you catch him in balls.
Where is it?
This is called
Pal
World.
Pal World. Hey, can you use a water gun? Yeah, sure.
Just IGN's got it up. If you want to see the trailer, IGN has it.
Yeah,
Pokemon-like shooter game, they say, and that is an apt description.
That is, it's basically Apex Legends meets Pokemon.
That's weird.
That's the best way of putting it.
It's weird.
It's weird, but I'm kind of here for it.
It gets dark at one point. There's like a dungeon where everyone's strapped down. There's a factory, like a sweat factory where they're crafting AKs.
And then
one of them passed out.
Yeah, and then one's eating another one of them, and then an explosion throws the Pokemon against the wall.
You know what this reminds me of?
Go on.
This reminds me when PETA decided that it wanted to take on Pokemon because it says it's animal abuse. So they made their own version of Pokemon Black and White where the Pokemon actually get the shit kicked out of them as you're doing the videos, as you're playing the game.
Yeah, thank you, IGN, once again for this, because I didn't want to go looking. I actually did not want to go looking for that one at all.
It's pure, simple insanity.
It is. Like, it interests me because it's crafting, which, Pokemon has very little of unless you're playing Legends Arceus.
Socks in the chat.
Oh, yeah. Temtem, I remember playing for a brief time before they got pulled. I think it got pulled. But, like, I hate to say it, but this would put me back into Pokemon.
Legends of Arceus got me back into Pokemon.
Right. But... Oh, I'm getting called out. Hold on. Hello. Well, that's happening, though, but...
Oh, did you just get oid at?
I got oid at. That's okay. But, like, to build a rocket ship? Oh, okay.
What statement? What am I missing?
Yeah, that this would probably get me back into Pokemon just because I have no reason to I mean, I finished up Shield. I captured all the Pokemon I wanted to capture. I'm not a collector.
Arceus kind of forces you to be. It's interesting.
Yeah, because you have to capture a certain amount to move on or something.
So like battling is definitely a thing.
Yes.
But the thing is like the Pokédex entries all have different requirements. Sometimes it's feed this Pokemon a certain amount of times, beat it a certain amount of times, use this move a certain amount of times, capture it a certain amount of times, things like that.
Oh, okay.
So you end up with like 60 of one Pokemon sometimes.
Just because you're trying to get that specific thing?
Yeah.
But yeah, Satisfactory. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, a little Satisfactory. And
I don't think I'd be satisfied with this though.
Oh no, God no. Oh fuck no. It would probably be a weekend game and I'd probably call it quits.
We gotta show Lauren this.
Okay.
What platforms is this coming out on?
I believe it's
Oh, did it not say?
Pocket Pair. Like, I hate how good it looks. That's the other thing. Like, look at this.
It's got interesting environments.
Yeah. Like, it's got roads, for fuck's sake.
Oh my god, that is totally a Gyarados.
Yeah. Like, there's nothing.
There's nothing about
here.
where it's coming out. Okay.
I would assume PC, just because it seems like it is aiming for that.
I'm also going to assume that a lot of this is hopefully a satire.
Oh, definitely. Oh,
I hope that it's satire.
They're making a rocket, Quincy. What's the rocket gonna do? Go to the moon?
What the dog doing?
What the dog? What the dog doing? And I mean, some of these environments look good, and then you get this fucking Totoro-looking motherfucker.
I just watched that like 2 weeks ago.
My Neighbor Totoro?
Yeah.
It's one of my favorites. What's your favorite? What's your favorite Ghibli? Real quick.
I don't know that I necessarily have a favorite. So with My Neighbor Totoro, I guess my problem is that there's no point to the movie.
No, there really isn't. It's just a child who's needing to grow up quickly and having a hard time doing it.
But also isn't, because like there's a lot of overreaction.
Oh fuck yeah!
You know.
Is.
And
But
then
it's entertaining.
And then Howl's Moving Castle's great until it's just like, and we rush the ending. Like, oh yeah, by the way, Turnip Head is the fucking prince. The world's okay now.
Yeah.
Because you cared about Turnip Head.
Yeah. Mine is Kiki's Delivery Service.
I haven't seen Kiki's.
It's one of my. It's a good one. Have you? I forget. Did you not see Grave of the Fireflies? Or
I have not seen Grave of the Fireflies.
Okay.
And then I've seen Spirited Away.
That's right. You bought the Blu-ray.
Yeah.
And you know what?
Is Grave of the Fireflies actually Ghibli? Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it is.
Because I don't think it's on HBO Max's Ghibli section.
Now hold on, Socks. Socks is saying don't do it.
It's a war commentary. I know that, and I'm emotional in stupid ways.
Yes, and that's why I think that you should just do it just to get it out of the way. You will feel emotion. I don't know if you'll get it as bad as I did, because it hurt me. Mm-hmm. Yes, but I think that I'm not a monster. It's a good movie. I can't. It's something that needs to be experienced once. If you can do it once, that's it. You don't have to do it ever again. That's why if you guys ever did like a movie night and you were like, oh, we're watching Grave of the Fireflies, I'd be like, I'm out.
The other one we watched was Spirited Away. And
Spirited Away's a good one.
I really liked the world building in that, but again, like it's just like, and we're done.
Yeah.
Like I think endings is not his strong suit.
Well, no, they are, because you got Porco Rosso, which is nothing but a long fucking ending.
Okay.
I
haven't seen that one either.
Good one. Okay one.
I've seen the 3.
Okay. I'm trying to remember what was
Ponyo.
Ponyo. Okay, I'll give you Ponyo.
Ponyo very much feels like Little Mermaid from what I saw in the trailer.
I wouldn't say it rushes the ending. I said there is no ending.
Okay.
Because it kind of just goes do and falls off. But I'll give you that one as far as. There's
oh my god, he does look like Totoro.
Yeah. Princess Mononoke.
Okay.
Very good.
I haven't seen that one.
Nazca in the Valley of the Wind. Very good. Wind Rises I heard is good. I still need to catch that one.
I haven't seen Castle in the Sky. I haven't seen Wind Rises. I haven't seen
Princess?
I've only seen Totoro, Spirited Away, and no, I haven't seen Ponyo. I've only seen the trailers.
Oh.
The other one we mentioned. Moving Castle.
Oh, Howl's Moving Castle. Okay, yeah. Okay. I really meant to see Earwig and the Witch.
I heard it was good. It's their first take into CG animation like this. It's on HBO Max. That's actually where it got its American release.
Yep.
So.
And then Grave of the Five. Wow, it was 88? It does not look 88. Wow.
100% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yes. Yes. It is. Yeah. No, I'm not gonna even scroll further down. Fuck that. No, you get nothing. You will go and watch it. And you will enjoy it. I guarantee it. It's gonna hurt, but it's gonna be a good hurt. There's a lot of these I've never even heard of, because these were all like their short films.
Mm-hmm. Is that the fucking Monopoly Man?
Where?
The Roadshow one.
Oh, a little bit of Monopoly Man.
Sock says no such thing as a good hurt.
You're right. You're right. There is no such thing. I mean, there's happy endings that make you cry, right? I don't know.
I love that is the transition photo.
Yep. Shoe news.
AEW is launching AEW branded shoes, not wrestler branded shoes.
Yeah.
But they got a bunch of the wrestlers doing some poses with them.
Yeah, it's AEW branded because on the back it has AEW on it. So, yes. In honor of Pride Month, they are promoting these, and everyone's doing like a good signature pose that they would normally would.
Yeah.
You know, Andrade El Idolo standing with the shoe. Santana versus Ortiz.
I can never remember because
I can't either.
my issue is that they always come out together and just says Santana and Ortiz, and so I sit there and go, but which one's
one is
which?
which?
Because they've never come out by themselves.
Yeah, they never have. And what I find interesting is he's still wearing his inner circle while promoting this, even though he's quit it ages ago.
They must have done the photo beforehand.
Semi Guevara, marinara sauce. Of course, Orange Cassidy doing a whatever. Good old Thunder Rosa. Very early Thunder Rosa. Huh.
Yeah, I feel like they probably did these photos a bit ago.
I feel like that too.
Oh, Sunny.
Sunny, yes. Good old Sky.
Ella again.
Yep.
Elito again. One of them again.
Another good image, very good image to showcase the
inner of the shoe.
Yeah. And then, of course, this one I found weird.
I think it's hilarious.
It's hilarious, but it's weird. It's Orange Cassidy sitting down, wearing his bum boots.
Bum boots.
They're bum boots because they're meant for wrestling, and they look scrappy, but they're probably super clean. And he's sitting next to the shoes he's promoting. Of course, Thunder Rosa, doing more promotion with it. More, and then the shoes on their own. Good looking shoe. Very good for Pride. Very good for Pride. Sadly, that's all I could find. Well, we could find for shoes this week. There was another one that promoted ramen, but I think we talked about those ones a while back, and this was just the announce for them. So go check out. I believe it was through Puma was pushing the ramen shoes.
And so the photo shoot that we're talking about here is done through nicekicks.com. But if you go to AEW's Twitter, they also have a whole video that they put together with Scorpio Sky and a few others.
And all ego Ethan Page.
Did you see his... Oh, I showed you his tweet. Never mind.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I want him to sign. I like that he's independent, but I want him to sign. Just because I want him to be comfortable.
Are you talking about sign with AEW?
Yes.
I think he's signed. It's just not a big announcement because it doesn't work for the character.
Oh, fair enough then.
You know what I mean?
I thought he was independent, like he's stapled independent because FTR is independent. They just wrestle on AEW.
Yeah, but I think they signed a contract too.
And for a indie scene thing, he's basically going. So FTR is going up against Brian Pillman and
Brian Pillman Jr.
Huh?
Junior.
Yes, have to staple that. And someone else. And guess who is going to be their manager? Fucking Bret Hart. I'm hoping he comes over to AEW as manager.
He showed up for one AEW thing
a while ago. Yeah.
But he keeps going back and doing WWE stuff.
Yeah, I think now.
Which is really interesting.
I think Vince is going to kind of shoot himself in the foot considering what has happened dramatical-wise, but we'll leave that for hopefully another never. Go Speed Racer, go Speed Racer, go Speed Racer, go!
So I have multiple fun memories of Speed Racer watching the show as a kid, enjoying the Wachowski sisters movie that should have gotten a sequel, and you high off your ass after oral surgery.
Yes. Funny little story. I was had two teeth removed. Yeah, these two back here, and upon waking up, they were, I guess, rushing me out to get the next guy in, and they plopped me down in a wheelchair, and she let go of my thing, and I was just like, okay, and I was like, I can get to the I think it was elevators, and I just Go Speed Racer, go Speed Racer. And I just
at one point, just Speed Racer as he's trying to shoot himself down the hallway.
Yep.
What I love also is I took you to get your prescriptions, and you get in the back seat, and I put the child safety locks on the door and close the door. And your mom gets in the back seat
and locks me in with the seatbelt and puts her bag on top of my lap so I don't move.
Then sure enough, we get to the pharmacy parking lot, and before the cars even stopped, you're yanking on the handle, and your mom's freaking out because she didn't know I put the child safety lock on. But I am glad I did.
Oh, I was fucking burned.
Yeah.
I don't remember any of that. If you were not there to tell this tale, I wouldn't have believed you.
I have multiple witnesses. Lauren was there. Your mom was there. I'm pretty sure if we were to go back to that store, the employees would probably remember.
Oh, probably.
It was great. But the reason we're talking about Speed Racer is it's apparently getting there's a live-action television show in the works from J.J. Abrams, which is interesting.
Which is very interesting, and I'm here for it. I love Speed Racer.
The thing is I think the Wachowskis did it right, and if they try to make it serious and not do all the fun, goofy anime stuff.
Yeah, bring down the Flash, like the fucking ping pong ball or pinball looking areas. Bring that down just a little bit.
I think the smart thing was making it a live action anime,
and having I
don't understand why it didn't work.
John Goodman as Pops.
Yeah,
come on.
Thing is now John Goodman's lost the weight.
I still want him.
Yeah,
I still want him as Pops. Like if he comes over as Pops, 10 on 10, 10 on 10.
Yeah. So I'll give it a shot. I'll see what it does. What happens with it. I don't hate Abrams' work.
No.
Watching Star Trek, I hated the lens flare in the first one. His wife talked to him about it. We could actually see the sequel.
Yes.
I thought Force Awakens was good. I think the issues with that trilogy is the fact that it wasn't made functioning as a trilogy. I did not like Cloverfield. I never gave 10 Cloverfield Lane a chance. And I did not watch Cloverfield. What?
That was the one where he was John Goodman again, trapped in the basement. And
yeah, with the lady.
Okay. I was just trying to remember which one.
And I did not watch the Cloverfield Paradox, which explains how the other two movies are connected and also possibly explains where the monster in the first one came from while being in its own universe at the same time. It was the one that did a Super Bowl commercial to tell you, oh yeah, it's out right this second. We haven't advertised this at all. We didn't tell you when this project was coming.
Because
it's on Netflix right now.
I guess it's one of those things of a monster attack could happen at any time. Here's a monster attack.
Yeah, but the thing is, it wasn't a monster attack. It's about people on a space station and fucking up in space.
Now see, but
and someone's hand gets chopped off.
Now hold on. If it was a monster movie and it said the monster attacks now and it was a monster release movie, would you be like, oh shit?
It's kind of interesting.
Yeah, I would enjoy that kind of release.
His other big thing was Lost, which I tried so hard.
I stopped after the what do they call it? The fucking bunker. Season 1 bunker.
Wait, you stopped after season 1? Okay, how far did you get into the bunker concept?
As soon as the first guy got in there and it closed. I think his name was Jonesy?
I don't remember.
But yeah, he goes in there.
I made it to the discovering of a second island before I gave up.
There was a fucking second. Why?
With an entire community that's been okay and whatnot. Yeah.
Okay, well, in short, he was in there and it just closed, and I never got anything for like 3 or 4 episodes, and I was over it.
119 episodes of I'm never gonna finish it.
Yeah, fuck it. Good night, Spider-Man.
Oh shit! I want to pull up J.J. Abrams real quick because I was curious. I mean, Star Trek, Star Wars, Lost. He's an executive producer on Lovecraft County.
Really?
Yeah, and Westworld, and Castle Rock. Oh, Overlord was good. He was producer on that.
Yeah, we liked Overlord.
That one was interesting.
Very, very meaty.
But let's look at him as a director. He's only done 18 things as a director.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? He seems like he's done a lot more as director.
2 episodes of Felicity. 2 episodes of Lost, 5 episodes of Alias, which just hit Disney Plus.
Really?
That and a couple other ABC shows like The Finder and 8 Simple Rules to Date My Teenage Daughter. The show that was sadly the one that spacing on his name. Three's Company.
That one I don't know.
The main actor for Three's Company. No?
I never saw Three's Company.
His son is the voice of Dipper in Gravity Falls.
Now that got me.
It's right there.
It is right there.
I've already got a search going. Otherwise, I would,
Oh, do you?
On my phone, yeah. Otherwise, I
Oh.
would look it up. I already have a search going.
Okay.
What is his... Ritter.
Okay.
John Ritter.
John Ritter.
Eight Simple Rules was the show he was doing when he actually passed away, sadly.
Okay.
But okay, back to Abrams. Mission Impossible 3, which I actually vastly enjoyed.
Really?
Yep.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, that's my favorite of the Mission Impossibles.
Guest directed Jimmy Kimmel Live.
I don't want to know.
One episode of The Office.
Wait, why?
Star Trek, which we knew about.
Okay.
Some video game for a Star Trek Save Vulcan alternate reality game. A TV movie called Anatomy of Hope. One episode of Undercovers. Super 8, which was a big one. That's about the kids making the movie when some kind of monster or something escapes from a
And then they get
train.
superpowers and shit.
No, I don't think it's superpowers. You're thinking Chronicle.
Oh. No.
Star Trek Into Darkness, which was the second one. Force Awakens. Jimmy Kimmel's The Terrific 10, which is a short. Star Trek episode 9. Not Star Trek. Star Wars episode 9. He's working on a video game called... Or he was working on a video game called Spy Jinx back in 2019. Doesn't even have an image. And he's got 2 upcoming things. That's all he's done as a director. He's more of a producer and writer.
Okay.
Interesting.
Very Rodriguez of you.
Oh my god, did you know he wrote Joyride? The horror movie?
Really?
Yeah, and so he gets credited for the sequels because it uses the character.
No, okay.
Interesting.
Okay.
So, basically what I'm saying is I'm not blown away by everything the guy has done, but he's done things that I enjoy. So him doing Speed Racer, I'm open to the idea, but I think the Wachowski sisters did it perfect.
And you know me, I'm always gonna say, let me see some screenshots. Let me see some trailers. Let me see something before. But speaking of trailers,
There's a new one.
oh my god. Thor: Love and Thunder got yet another trailer, kind of only a week after the first one dropped.
Well, to be fair, they waited till really close to release date to even drop the first one.
Fair enough. But this one gives us a lot of meat. It gives us Olympus. It gives us more Korg. We like Korg.
Mm-hmm.
It gives us the Mjolnir ability, and that it's still broken. So the broken Mjolnir is usable
It's
still.
Mjolnir, and
Mjolnir.
we could see in the original trailer the cracks.
Yeah, you can
Like
see it in the cracks.
like it was glued back together.
But when she throws it, it splits.
Okay.
Here, hold on. Now, hold on. Is it going to do it in the opening? And that helmet's weird. I'm sorry. I know it's supposed to look like comic book, but I don't like it.
Oh yeah, they're delving into some of the other costumes. They're doing the Iron Man suit thing. They gotta try out the different designs and whatnot.
Yeah.
There were some Iron Man suits that were fucking ugly.
Oh, shit, yeah. Mark 8.
I don't remember which one Mark 8 was, so.
The big square one.
Yeah.
Holy shit, Christian Bale as Gore.
Yeah, and there's a lot of people who are upset about the design because they're like, where's the tentacles on his head? Why does he have a nose? He should look like Ebony Maw. And that's my argument for why this was a smart thing. Don't make him look like Ebony Maw, because if you do, then people are going to get confused and it's just recycling and whatnot. He's perfectly fine the way it is, I think, personally. I did like the goats. That was nice.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, okay.
And then it all comes back together.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. The concept of, like, the whole thing is the power, not just the hammerhead part of it is the power. So the fact that you still have the handle still allows its power. Do you think Valkyrie is going to die?
No.
Do you think Jane Foster as the Mighty Thor is going to die?
No.
I think it would be stupid to kill off Jane Foster the Mighty Thor her first run out, but I do feel like the God Killer's got to kill God. You know what I mean? You think that they're going to kill Zeus?
I think they might get Zeus. The only reason why is because why are we here? Why do we exist here? Like, I want to know why show up in Olympus at all, if not, to destroy it, suitor style,
That's a trailer I haven't watched yet that everyone is going apeshit for, Dead Reckoning Part 1, the new Mission Impossible movie. Apparently there's a hell of a stunt that Tom Cruise does in this where he jumps off of a cliff on a motorcycle and goes into parachuting. And apparently he jumped motorcycles like 500 times or some shit like that and did like 1,000 plus skydiving things in preparation to do this stunt. I do like bringing back the motorcycle riding from Mission Impossible 2. That was always some fun shit. I am, however, behind on these and still have to watch 2 more Mission Impossible movies before this one comes out. The problem is they're not really streaming anywhere.
Really?
Yeah, like 1 or 2 of them are streaming, but for the most part, the franchise as a whole is not streaming anywhere. I'm glad Simon Pegg's back. I'm glad that they're still doing Ving Rhames, which, from what I understand, he was originally supposed to die in the first movie.
Really?
He was supposed to play the character that is played by Emilio Estevez at the beginning that gets killed on the elevator.
Yeah.
And I guess he read the script, was very upset, talked to Cruise about it, and Cruise was like, okay. And like the next day, he got the new character he was playing. I don't know how true that story is, but that's what I've heard.
I mean, shit. We've seen Simon Pegg's character die once in it, and he was like, "Nah, I'm all right."
When did we see him die?
Well, he gets shot in 2? End of 2?
I do like them bringing back the boss from the first movie.
Yeah. This movie.
Simon Pegg doesn't show up until
end of 3, right? Then it might be end of 3 that I'm thinking of.
Simon Pegg doesn't show up until 3 or 4. Yeah.
I think it's the end of 3 he gets shot.
There's a lot of like references back to the first movie, and I'm very excited about that. The train is a big thing. Him doing the sleight of hand magic stuff is a big thing.
Oh.
The being on the outside of the train. There's a lot of references back to 1, and then the motorcycle says nice references back to 2. Are we able to stream this entire trailer? Is that allowed?
It's a teaser trailer, which I mean, it would be a commercial through fucking Twitch anyways.
Gotcha. So yeah, there we go. People are going as far, and I think it looks like it's gonna be a good movie.
It does look pretty good, especially with that on the top of the train scene. It made it look like I was watching Mission Impossible 1.
And I will say though, I think I'm with you that 3 is probably my favorite one because Philip Seymour Hoffman is the bad guy in that is fucking terrifying.
And he himself does not look intimidating, but when he's in that character, he is. Yeah. Which is interesting because he looks like in better words, kind of like a teddy bear. Like he looks like he's, or like a kind uncle. Like he's like, hey, you want to go for a root beer? Let's go.
And him as Capote is fucking insane. He nailed the voice. He was a great actor, and there's many roles I like him in. But I think that is probably the most terrifying role I've ever seen him in. We are talking about Twisted Metal TV series next. Now, I'm a fan of Twisted Metal games, so I haven't played in a long time. You a fan?
I played all except for Black, and then you said there was another one. Right?
Lost something? Or something like that.
I don't know, but I played 1, 2, and 3.
So, we're getting this TV show, and we've got 4 castings so far. Anthony Mackie as John Doe. Thomas Hayden, I'm sorry, that came out of nowhere. Thomas Hayden Church as Agent Stone. Stephanie Beatriz as Quiet. And then new announced Nev Campbell as Raven. Raven's from the games you haven't played and the games I haven't played, so I don't know anything about that. Which one's Agent Stone?
Agent Stone, I believe, is the cop car.
Okay.
I'm going to bloop this.
John Doe would be...
John Doe, I think, is Axel, I think.
Okay.
Let's see, is he just going to... Nope. Oh.
I borrowed Agent Stone from Sonic.
Alright, let's see. Let's bring up images, see what... Because it's Outlaw.
Okay. Yeah, I don't remember this character. So it's a red, like sports car.
Sports car-ish.
Okay. Let's see John Doe.
Fury, Crimson Blade. And then, yeah, let's do John Doe. Twisted Metal Black. Oh, it's just a hot rod.
Interesting. And then we already looked up Raven on our time. And lastly...
Let me just see what vehicle it is. Oh, a hearse.
A hearse, okay. And that kind of fits with Nev Campbell, I think.
Sure.
And then I think she'll be good for this character, honestly, looking at like the character's design. Quiet was the other one. Okay. She's got like the baby doll face mask thing. Interesting.
It's supposed to work underneath Sweet Tooth, maybe.
So who would you cast as Sweet Tooth? Because Sweet Tooth doesn't have an announced cast member yet.
I don't. This one's gonna sound really weird, but just because of his body size and the way that he is, it's gonna sound weird. But Batista.
I was thinking the same thing.
Really?
The only other thing I thought, and I'm iffy on it because I've never seen him act, and so I'm wondering if maybe have him be the body and then get someone else to voice him. The only other one I was thinking was Lesnar. Because he's so big.
He's so big, but
I think Batista could do it, considering he's,
If that's the case, then Cage from AEW.
Man, the difference between your Twitters when you check the descriptions.
Yeah, because yours is all like actual like news and interesting things, while mine is raccoon, cat, dice.
Well, she says description. Sorry, that was a reaction to the chat.
At the bottom of our Twitch.
Well, yeah, she says description, though, not feed.
Oh.
So it's what we're describing ourselves as. So now I got to go read yours.
Oh.
Because I'm curious now.
Yes.
So, because mine says comic books, movies, video games, all the pop culture and nostalgia. I'm a host on The Ugly Mugs.
And I believe, am...
That pain in the ass for me to find.
Eldritch Abomination.
He, him, it, Eldritch, DM with a strong rolling die. Going back to old 90s game, Long Shot Heroes on YouTube. On the YouTube. At Real Ugly Mugs. Everywhere else with at Quincey Robertson. You can put a website in your description, right?
Yeah, it's just... Oh, I was right. She was talking about the Twitch embeds.
Oh, okay.
Twitter embeds.
You said description, so I was thinking the description of us.
Description down below. Yeah, it's fine. Everything's fine. And last but not least, I was interested in this. Crimes of the Future.
Lauren's pretty excited.
I mean, I'm kind of excited because
You nervous?
Huh?
You nervous?
No.
Okay.
God no. Fuck no. I love body horror. Body horror. I actually had to tone it back a little bit because remember how I was telling you my Act 2 was coming to an end?
Yeah.
Yeah, the person's supposed to melt like a fucking oil painting, and shards of glass were supposed to come out of their flesh and all that stuff, and I was like, I gotta draw it back because one of my players not too keen on body horror. Mm-hmm. So I was like, I'll just make it just the oil painting and leave it at that, and have the descriptor of a face of gnashing teeth, Mer, mer, mer. But Crimes of the Future does definitely interest me. People have walked out of the theater, and
yeah, it was at Cannes Film Festival is where it's being shown first because it doesn't come out until June 2nd.
Right. But I have got to confirm that it has made people queasy enough to walk, and that kind of excites me. I do enjoy the crazy. Like the skeletons in Classic Clans.
Okay, so this actually on Regal it says opening day June 3rd, so I'm assuming they're probably doing the pre-release on June 2nd. So is it getting a big release is my question. So its actual release day, it is only showing at 2 theaters out here with 4 times for each theater. They're being stingy on this.
They are being really stingy.
So let's see about...
Hopefully it'll be streaming maybe.
So... Okay. I mean, at least it's showing at an okay theater.
Oh, yeah?
No, it's showing it too. It's showing at Red Rock and it's showing at Sunset.
Oh, good. I was about to say, is it showing at Red Rock? Because everyone likes Red Rock.
So, yeah, it's got, on the 9th, so about a week into it being out, they dropped the times.
Oh.
Yeah. I think we should see it.
Yes, I will lean toward it. Whether or not to see it in theaters, I'm kind of iffy on, just because... I don't know.
I feel like you're going to be waiting a while to see it anywhere else, though. And I feel like you're going to have to pay. I don't think it's going to hit anywhere free for a while.
You don't think so?
No.
Even with... yeah, okay. We'll see. We'll wait till it gets closer to that point, because we only have, a week and a couple days?
I hate to say this, Sox, and no one take this the wrong way. I do not think pro gamers are going to go see this, even with the Fortnite thing coming out June 3rd.
Yeah, it is supposed to be skin crawling.
This is going to be a very niche release.
Yes, it is. It is for people who enjoy. I I don't even know if I want to call it, because it could possibly be CG, because we don't see very much of it.
There'll probably be a lot of practical effects.
Oh, it probably will, but
there was a new poster where he's covered in like ears.
Yeah, and then the guy that has the 2 ears up here, eyes sewn shut, lips sewn. It is not your I spit on your grave style of horror. It is very much I'm here to make you feel uncomfortable with every single other scene. And yeah, I don't know. I'm already uncomfortable, Cap. And that's all we got for this week. Anything else? Nothing else?
No, that's it. There's pizza cooking downstairs. I'm excited.
I can smell it.
Yeah,
that smells real good.
Just make it 2 so that you don't have to worry about black olives on yours.
Hey.
I think that's it. I want to try to figure out some time for us to actually stream something. We haven't streamed anything.
I have not. I've been stressed out from work. My boss is
a dick.
Yeah.
I'll say it. He does. I don't work for the guy.
He's a dick.
That guy's a dick.
He's a dick. Yeah.
My shirt reminded me. I played one of the Monarch runs on Warzone.
Yeah.
I got killed, but I did get to shoot a little bit at Godzilla.
I was about to say, did you shoot at Godzilla?
Yeah.
Did I show you that?
You
twist?
sent me the. I'm in danger.
Like he's just shooting at him, and he just. The fuck was. I'm in danger.
So someone out there on TikTok did a great thing. They took a clip of them playing the Monarch level on Warzone, and he's shooting at Godzilla.
For fucking why?
And then Godzilla, you get points.
I know you do, but for why? Why would you?
You advance better that way. And Godzilla turns. It's also how you have to win the levels is to like one of the ways to win the levels is to like arm things with like the technology points you get.
Oh, okay.
But Godzilla turns and starts to power up the fucking. What do you call it? Because for me, it was always the plasma beam.
It is ionized plasma. So I'll say plasma beam.
Okay.
Or mouth ray. You know,
Okay.
there's a lot of different names for it.
So he's firing his laser.
He's firing his laser.
So he powers up the beam as he turns to the guy, and right when he's getting ready to beam at the guy, it cuts to Ralph Wingham on the bus. I'm in danger.
Great scene.
I'm in danger.
Yeah, the fucking TikTokers in the world. Remember to tell a friend, tell an enemy, tell a frenemy. Remember to like, subscribe where you can. Listen to us wherever you can. Love one another because it's free to do. Did I forget anything? Oh, remember to follow us on our own Twitter feeds.
Go watch The Batman so that you can talk to Justin about it on Twitter.
It's actually not bad. I would actually like to talk about the Batman. It's a pretty good movie.
All right, I think that's it. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everybody.